this video. I was just looking at the daily objectives before I started. We got discover the ghost type, reach 0 sanity, complete objectives, and play a medium map. We'll see about the medium map one. I think, though, that I do want to try Sunny Meadows Restricted, because that does cut off a whole heck of a lot of the map, and I'm all for it. And I never knew I had headgear. I guess it's because I've never bought it, but I don't think there's a use for sound sensor, so I'm gonna keep that as being unused for now. Whoops. Alright. Sunny Meadows Restricted. Very scary. Perhaps I'll die. Hopefully not. Should be a bit easier to find the bone, I would think, when it's restricted, but there's certainly no promises there that I'm actually going to be able to do so. Like, if the bone would be in this room, that would be horrible. Because there's just so much stuff. No, I'm not going to complain if I get another Ouija board, because then I can ask it where the bone is. But I don't really think I'll be able to find it unless it's in a really obvious spot. So we'll hope that it is. Like this room, this one would be really nice to have the bone in. Or some, I thought that was like a glove at first. This is like a waiting area. Very spooky. Very spooky indeed. Oh, I just heard something. Is it this room? Because I keep hearing noises. It would be really dangerous to activate that, so we're not going to do so because I don't feel like dying immediately. But it certainly does sound like the ghost is in the entrance area. There's the Triforce. Okay. Maybe this room. Oh. What an easy bone to find. I feel like, was it last video where I was on Sunny Meadows and the ghost was just in the starting area? Because this is starting to become a reoccurring theme, I think. And I'm not entirely sure sucker burnt up. Is that door? Item management. I'm gonna do a bit better with, I think. But it sounded like it opened a door over here. And I keep hearing things behind this door. Like same, I think that was last game, and I don't know why the ghost is able to go back there in the first place. Still gotta wait for it to go down a bit more. It's gonna end up being freezing. It still isn't written in the book. Alright, so we do have ultraviolet. So now I need to make sure that I get salt photos. 2, 3. So what are we dealing with? A mimic. What would that evidence be then? Okay. Well, all that's left to do now is to complete our objectives. What an easy ghost. Too easy. One might even say, as if something else may go wrong. I certainly hope not, but you never know. So I might need to trigger a hunt to get this sucker going. I think the music box drains a good amount of sanity, but I'm not entirely sure how that works. But we'll cover this half of the room there. I'm gonna hang on to this smudge in case it decides to mimic a demon. Or an early hunter. Yeah, that's mold. It's kinda gross. thing's pretty quiet. I just want it to be way louder, but it might be because my volume's a bit lower. But it just doesn't seem like the sound radius is the same. Alright, Mr. Mimic, you can hunt now. Or let the crucifix block your hunt. Guess it really doesn't want to do anything. Those lights are flickering. But I don't think that means anything. Unless it's hunting, then everything has a seizure. Is it mimicking a shade? This could be all the way back out of the room. It's mimicking an aged they. Why aren't you hunting? Okay. There's a crucifix burned. Holy cow. I just had a mini heart attack. I'm now gonna sit in this room. Hope that it doesn't use any more crucifix and just go straight for the kill. I do need incense, right? Yeah, okay. Kinda wanna put this down to read this, but let's see. Looks like it's all empty forms. And then one of those tags they put on bodies, I think. That's a ghost. I wish to see the ghost. Well, I think that's how people figured out what the wishes were originally. Let's see if there's any more in here. Excuse me. Wonder if me being in the light is preventing it from hunting. That way I can know if it's hunting. Yeah, it keeps throwing stuff in there. Unless my audio is just like it's hunting. because it is really slow. Okay, this is... Yeah, that was definitely mimicking a revenant. Wow. Well, that was terrifying. Of all the ghosts it could have possibly mimicked, it went with a revenant. Take all my pills, make sure I'm good. And then, one smudge for good measure. So that it stays away from the truck. Easy peasy. Oh boy, motion sensor, how exciting. And by that, I mean it's not really that exciting, but might as well get it for the challenges that are objectives that require it, right? Now we'll go with Tanglewood. Can't go wrong with the classics. But then I'll take thermometer again. Who knows, maybe this will be the game that I get doomslayed. Probably not, but you never know. I think currently my skill when it comes to 2 evidence or lower is not terrible, but it's something that can definitely be improved on. Maybe not by much, but yeah. I don't know that I would really need, I mean, from now until when I try the Gold Apocalypse, I definitely do want to have a bit more experience in identifying ghost without evidence, or maybe just one evidence to start off with. But I'm thinking, hopefully, I can get to a point where I can, for the most part, identify maybe a third of the ghosts. That'd be good. I still do need to find a solid way to identify Oni and Phantom. Like, I know it's their blink speeds, but I think I have an easier time telling a Phantom, because I think that's the one that blinks and disappears more often, but I just think I'd struggle more with an Oni. Because I know Onis can't do airball offense, but what good is that when the ghost is going to be hunting consistently? And I know phantoms won't appear in the camera photos. But half the time, I won't be able to see. What's the bathroom? Okay. So, maybe that's something I want to work on this week. Probably start up some more nightmare games. Or I'll just switch this one down to 2 evidence. Because I like not really having to worry about being hunted so much. Because the sanity drain is a lot slower with my settings. But it's still like a 4 multiplier, so it's a little bit more than I would get on Nightmare. And the only thing I'm sacrificing is checking if there's multiple fingerprints, increasing as my run speed, so call that a win. Where are you? How old are you? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? If that'll count as the interaction photo. It did. Interesting. Where are you? How old are you? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you close? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Alright, nothing on the spirit box, so I could probably cross that out because of how small the bathroom is. And it did sound like the ghost was actively in there, so then again, I don't want to risk it right off the bat because I have had incidents like that before and it didn't go so well. And it's better not be a mimic again. I don't like when I get two of the same ghosts in a row. Unless it's an actual revenant. I don't want that either. Okay. Not seeing ghost orbs. Man, does not seem to be any ghost orbs. Oh wow, I know you could put that on the wall. But I don't think I want it on that wall. And which evidence is it not gonna be? Okay, so no spirit box explains why I wasn't getting anything. Did it write in the book? No, it did not. Okay. So it's a good time to check for 6 fingerprints over and over for the Opake. Now we need to see, do I need a picture? Looks like I do. Okay. Bring in a crucifix in case. I guess I don't need to really bring in a crucifix, but might as well. It's a small room. And it's not really gonna do much roaming. Why? Don't think I wrote in the book yet. Oh, barefooted ghost. Might be an Opake. Because I didn't see any fingerprints. What door is it touching? So it did leave fingerprints that time. Alright. Why don't we confirm it's not ghost orbs? Okay. I really don't think it's ghost orbs. Turn this off. Set that down. You just love touching this door. What a strange ghost. So assuming it's... okay, so it shouldn't be an Opake then. Well... it's gonna work or not with how small of a space this is, so go check the truck. Plus, it adds more time to the hunt, which isn't a bad thing when you're making a video. An ASMR video, that is. So we're checking for Gorio. Not seeing anything so far. That doesn't necessarily mean anything, because it can happen as frequently or as infrequently. Well, fortunately, kind of know Myling's radius a little bit, but then we should be getting, what is it, either freezing or ghost riding. It's freezing a gin. Yes, okay. Alright. Getting that ghost photo might be a little pain. I don't know, I'm still checking for Obake. Freezing. Okay, so we're looking at a gin. So, it's kind of the reason why I don't want to use the summoning circle unless I turn the breaker off. Okay. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't think one smudge stick is going to be enough for me to just walk away from it. Which is why an event would be nice. What light did it turn on? Oh, it turned off this light. I thought it didn't like the light on. Wait, do gins have an increased chance of hunting in the dark? Okay, hold on, I'm a little bit confused. Wasn't I just at like 80? I have no idea. But I really should probably get the breaker off. is up with these ghosts taking forever to hunt. This sucker's angry. Got the smudge. Okay, good enough. It ain't worth it for that extra 200. Alright. Let's see. We'll do below. Finish things off. Rainy night. Very spooky. So no music box. No tarot cards. No bone. Dog food. I checked the temperature. 71. Do have a hiding spot there. Turn that off. I feel like on these maps I don't often get ghosts that are in these rooms. It's either the basement or the garage. It opens this way. And it looks like we're dealing with another basement ghost. Leave the main light on. Oh boy, a summoning circle right where the ghost is. personally wouldn't mind, like Casper the Friendly Ghost, just trying to hang out with me once in a while, you know. But I guess that's too much to ask. That'd be cool if they could switch the moon up. I don't know if they're gonna do any sort of overhaul with the skybox, but maybe you could do like crescent moons or new moons or blue moon, ice cream, whatever they feel like. Where are you? How old are you? Are you close? Where are you? Not Noni. Probably not Nopake either. Where are you? Okay, so we do have spirit box. Get that one on now. This, I feel like, unless it's a really old house, you're normally gonna have a light in there. Even then, I've seen some ancient houses with some lights in some really random spots, so that is a little strange not to have a light, like a tiny light bulb in that area. Might as well cross off Oni for the heck of it. Might not be a Opake. Or it's an Opake just hiding its fingerprints. Who knows, really? I suppose there's only one way to find out, though. Don't know how ghost orbs for sure work. And these basement rooms. Not seeing any ghost orbs. I don't know. Can they be in this hallway? I feel like probably not. But yeah. Not seeing ghost orbs. Check the thermo. Book. Not been written in. So we'll cross off ghost orbs. Now we'll bring in some salt to check for UV. To hopefully get a definitive answer on whether or not it's gonna be ultraviolet or not. Phasmophobia, the definitive edition. Like that they always set up these little borders around their truck, but we never take them with us. We just leave them there. And I don't really know what they're supposed to do, because you could just hop over them. And I don't really know how legal that is, unless they have permission from, like, the city or something. It's something about Ultimate Alliance, like 1 and 2, was being messed with on like the Steam store or something. So it could potentially mean that they might be returning at some point. Who knows, but personally, I would really like to see them return. I only played the original on the PlayStation 2, and I actually played it within the past. Sounds like I threw something up here. Actually, like, replayed it again in the past 2 years. I've really enjoyed it, but I missed out on the PS4 version. But I'm told that they added some characters, and the version, the PS4, or next gen, I guess I should say, sounds really cool, so I would really enjoy if I got to play it at some point, the little remastered version. Because I am recently now playing through Ultimate Alliance 3. I just did Ultimate Alliance 2 a couple months ago. I liked that one okay. I really miss those quick time events. I know a lot of people aren't really fans of them, but personally, I really enjoy them. I think they're really fun and offer some cool cinematic scenes, which you don't normally see otherwise. So, hoping for that. But otherwise, in terms of superhero games, don't think there's a whole lot that I'm really looking forward to. I did last year, or no, I think that was actually early this year, play through Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2, and I gotta say, those are really good games. Like, I wasn't expecting to enjoy them as much as I did, but they're actually pretty good. Alright. Guess I better get my smudge ready. In case this sucker decides to ignore both the crucifixes that I left out for him. Just to be nice, you know. Oh, I already have a lighter. Whoops. No, hopefully I won't need to use my smudge, but you never know. Sometimes the game says otherwise. And does anyone actually have like issues running out with lighter fluid or even matches? I kind of feel like they just couldn't think of anything better to do with the upgrades. But I like never have issues where I'm like, oh no, I'm about to run out of lighter fluid, you know? It just doesn't happen. Or I'm never about to, well, maybe I would run out of matches if I'm like doing a gold apocalypse run through. But even then, you know, I should probably mark this down. Just doesn't happen. Alright, use the crucifix. Now we're gonna try and nope out of here. Hide behind that if it hunts. But fortunately it didn't. And I didn't die today, so I'll consider that a win. Get our sanity bit. Wow. Lighting those candles really did the trick. You know how fast it goes up. objectives, so maybe that's not a good idea. But yeah, good game. I think... Yeah, that was all of them, but I don't know what the medium map was, unless that counts the asylum. The, what is it called? Restricted version. I don't know, but that is going to do it for this video. So I want to thank you guys all for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day.